Hey, what's up people, and I've got an amazing thing to show you today. Remember September 11, 2001, how our World Trade Center from New York City went down? Well, have you ever wondered what it would look like in Minecraft if you tried to build it to scale with only a height limit of so many thousand fucking blocks? Well, this is as close as what I could get it to. Now, it's not to scale, because to scale it would be 110 floors and so 100,000 feet high. But it is close enough to scale. It is tall. It took me ages. This is 29 floors. The original was 24, but we made it taller because of the updates and stuff. And now this is the finished product. We're down here in Capital City because I've been working on this city for ages, and it's just spectacular. It's taken me ages. It's a beautiful city. I love it to pieces. It's that big it doesn't even load in the one chunk anymore. It used to, but it's too big. Now you can see the lovely Freedom Tower, our One World Trade Center. If you're wondering why, don't think you're, seeing things. The, darker areas of blue and the lighter areas of blue are completely different. Lighter areas of blue are light blue stained glass. And the darker are ice still. Because I haven't, finished changing it because of the update, we actually got stained glass, and I'm so happy. Because I can see, I just want to add more lights in the building, but I can't, because if I do, the windows will melt. Anyway, we're here to look at the towers today. The towers are in memory of 9/11. Now you're probably thinking, where's World Trade Center 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? Actually, I don't want 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. And I was all part of the World Trade Center. But I want the symbolization, the two groundbreaking buildings, the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Now, I know you're probably getting mad at me saying, it's 13 stripes and 47 stars, or whatever. Minecraft. We can't exactly put it all to dimensions, but I got it as close as I possibly could. So, at least I kind of got the flag right. Down here I've got the little info center, although there's no building for it, it's just a little info center. You see, never forget, 11th of the 9th, 2001, that's the Australian version, by the way. AKA 9/11. It took 2 months and a half. Yeah, they were quite good. Planned by me, built by me, and my sister. Twin Towers, New York City, Manhattan, 145 blocks tall. Each tower is 29 floors high. The real towers were 110. In 2001, 19 hijackers hijacked 4 planes and flew 2 into the Twin Towers, 1 into the Pentagon, and 1 into a farm. The Twin Towers flew right to the ground, damaging buildings next to them. It was organized by Osama bin Laden. I've tried to make it as good as possible, like I've even got like the little plaza for it. I've tried. I've seen much crappier versions of this, so I've at least got to have some credit for detail. I know they're like grey or whatever, but I couldn't really pick a really good grey one and then put grey lines, because that doesn't fit. I didn't want to use clay, because I've seen other people use clay, but that didn't look too good. So, I've tried to come up with my own design, like the colour. Underneath, if you go on my Facebook page, Jesse Hart, and look up, go to my photos, you'll see 2 big stone towers and glass. Kinda like that. That's what they used to look like. Then I'm like, that doesn't look like the Twin Towers. So, I changed it, and made it look like the Twin Towers. You're probably wondering why I got the lines so evenly distributed, is because I actually counted up the right amount of blocks. I had to divide it, I had to do a bit of math and get it right, but it's pretty good. And then I've even got the black strip at the top, because I know they have like a little extra strip at the top. And then they go up a bit, like diagonal, but I tried to do the diagonal, it looks weird on this world, so just left it blocks, not diagonal. Don't get mad at me for they're not to scale or whatever, or not to exact detail. If you've tried them yourself, you can definitely tell how hard it is. It's quite hard, it's quite difficult. But I tried my hardest, and my city's dedicated to the World Trade Center. The Twin Towers, to be exact. I've actually got a friend on Xbox. His name is NY Skyscrapers, but his real name is Brandon Scott. He makes videos in New York. He goes to New York, he goes just to quite a few places. And he loves the Twin Towers too. But people hate him for many reasons, and I don't like that because he's actually my friend. I love his name because I love New York. New York's amazing. Like, who doesn't like New York? If you don't like New York, can you leave it in the comment section, or post me up on Facebook or something? Anyway, we're not here to look at NY skyscrapers. We're here to look at the Twin Towers, although they were NY skyscrapers. If you're wondering what that stone tube is in the background that doesn't have anything in it, it's just a completely hollow thing, I'm actually... Now a million people go, really, you're building another building? And I'm going, yes, I'm building another building. I'm building two, actually. They're going to be the exact same, but like 1 meter apart, because each block is meant to be a meter. Those Minecraft nerds who already know that. Now, don't get mad at being called a Minecraft nerd. I've been called a Minecraft nerd by at least 1,000 people. They're both going to be the same size, same dimensions, same everything. Literally, they're going to be symmetrical towers. But they're not going to be the Twin Towers. You see how the Twin Towers are the same, and one has a thing and one doesn't. Well, that's kind of like the personality thing for this. But my two specific towers are not going to be different in any way, shape, or form. In fact, they're going to be a mirror image. Like there's a mirror between them. I'm going to make them the exact same, but just flip each image over. So whatever I build in the first building will be flipped over and put in the other building. It's going to be called the Mirrored Image Towers. It's going to be... I've had suggestions to call it a vet, because I've been looking for places to put a vet, because a lot of people are getting animals and pets here in Capital City. Like there's donkeys down here with my sisters, there's chickens, there's all sorts, there's cats, there's dogs. But I'm looking for a place to put a vet suitable for the city-like conditions, and suitable so that it's not too far away, or not too close to anything too valuable, or won't be awkward in its spot. But the only place I can find is here. But I've made that a memorial site to something. Actually, where my second house was. This is my first. That's my first house. It's not that big, it's about 1 bedroom, and everything else is a big 1 room. I'll show you inside if you really like. It's smaller than it looks. So this is your entrance when you walk in. You've got the kitchen, and you've got the lounge room, and you've got lights. Then you've got like this hallway type thing, and then off to the left is the bedroom. Now, because Minecraft is everything, nothing but blocks, you kinda have to imagine, don't you? I don't know why I have this chicken in that yard, but it just is. Well, one day, that was the first house. If you actually join on Xbox, if you get an Xbox 360 and you add me, Stampy0054, you'll actually, if you join this city, you'll get a book. It's called Capital City. They're all stored in this building. This building is my little info center. Welcome to Capital City. To find out info, please enter the building. This way. Now over here is where all the books are kept. I have a million, and I'm sick of telling everyone the rules. So I wrote them all down into an 11-page book. Makes sense. 11. 11. Oh look, the other one just pokes out. Didn't even notice that. People join and they used to see just one big stone tower. And they're like, oh, whoa, big building. So I had to change it so that it actually looked like the tower. Because they used to spawn up here or over there. But I had to change it because that's all they saw, one big stone building. So I did. The tower used to never be there, the Freedom Tower. It used to be just a blank area. Nothing was here. Not even this big, tall green building. That was actually a recent construction. If you would like a full tour of the city, please leave it in the comments section. I don't care what date you put it in there, I will still make it. Even if you put it in there 16 years later, I'll do a specific, I'll update you. You'll get an updated tour of the city. I will post up a tour every year so that you can see the updates throughout the city. At this current moment, it is, because I'm in Australia, the USA, which I love to pieces by the way, the USA is like 6 or so hours behind us, and I was actually talking to someone last night on this, and they're like, I might have to get you this on Saturday, rah rah rah, and I'm like, my Saturday is your Sunday. No, your Saturday is my Sunday. And because America is actually on summer vacation at the moment, I'm actually on winter vacay. So it's the complete opposite season. They have summer, not fair, and we have winter. It's cold. Although it doesn't get as cold as America. But you might, if I get older, you might find me in New York one day, probably living in an apartment, living out the life I've dreamed of. I love how I can get up close and personal to these, but not see the entire thing. They're so tall. Well, they were the world's tallest buildings. Fun fact. For those who agree on me that they love 9/11, like I miss the buildings, I feel sorry for those who had forgotten in 2001. I've actually got a dedicated thing to that. Let's just ignore that call. It's the thank you section. I, Stampy, thank you for being part of this city which is known as Capital City. I thank you for joining and helping with whatever you have done in this growing city. So as part of the government of Capital City, we mark 9/11/14 as the opening of this city. And every year on that date we will have a giant party and celebration and memorial to remember those who were lost in New York's World Trade Center. And a celebration to mark another year Capital City has been operating and growing, so thank you. I got lost last year. I said we celebrated as well, and they're like, what? That sounds really sad. I'm like, no, you know, like a memorial or whatever. But I didn't know it was called a memorial back then. So if you hear celebration, it's not rude, like I hate them or anything, that I'm happy that they're gone. No, that's actually complete opposite. If you're in my room, you hear nothing but World Trade Center, Twin Towers, whatever. Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift. Anyway, I miss them to pieces. If you know why, and who didn't choose to rebuild them, leave it in the comments section. If you know why they didn't build but don't know who said yes to it or anything, leave it in the comments section. I wish they would rebuild them. It would show, I think it's Afghanistan or Iraq that Osama bin Laden came from. I'm not too sure. Oh, sorry. Oof. I'm not too sure if he's from Osama bin Laden, Iraq or Afghanistan. I think he's from Iraq, but it's always called Google, right? Anyway, rebuilding them would show them that what if you knock something down in America, it's just gonna get rebuilt, so it's a waste of time. So we better wrap up today's video because it's like 16 minutes long. So thank you for watching if you've watched it. As I said, I'll update you on the city's growth and what we've done. You might even get to join one day yourself. That's all for now. Stampy out.